Yo, we're back. What's going on? I'm Zach, of course. And this is Zach Says Things. Cue title card. Okay. Let's see. Thoughts for today. So I want to cover a bit of just, life stuff. What else do I want to cover? Let's see. So life stuff, just things that have been happening. Emotions, we're going to cover that a bit. And God. All right. Boom. 3 topics for a 20-minute video. All right. So let's see. Been pretty good lately. I know it's been a couple days. It is September 5th. So it's September 5th. Let me just it's September 5th. Which means it's September 5th. Yesterday was me and my girlfriend's 7-month anniversary. Pretty cool. So it's been pretty good lately. I've been just chilling. We had Ranger tryouts this morning, part 1, right? So we got one part done. Next tryouts is Friday. Okay, Friday, yeah. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah. Tomorrow I'm going rock climbing with some guys who invited me out, so that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Ranger tryouts went pretty well, but it also kind of sucked because we did some of the same stuff that we did on our fitness test, which was yesterday. We did our fitness test yesterday, and then we had tryouts this morning. So very packed. And I also had hit the gym yesterday. I had a push day. So chest, tricep, shoulders, right? Which sucked for doing push-ups. We had to do like hand release push-ups, basically push down, hands all the way out, push back out. I only got 45 of them. My chest was sore, so pretty fun. But yeah, so it was pretty cool. Today has been chill. I only had one class, so I went back to sleep after our tryouts, and I just basically slept for like 3.5, almost 4 hours. Very fun. Biology too. Pretty interesting so far. I think later in the year we're supposed to get into like some dissecting of things. So probably maybe like dissect a frog. I've dissected a baby pig in high school. That was pretty cool. But yeah, so I've had this song stuck in my head. It's Gold by Goldstrama or something like that. Basically, I've been seeing a bunch of Booster Gold edits. If y'all don't know, I think he's a Marvel character, and there's been edits of him, and they had this song playing over, and it was that song, and it's been really good. Pretty cool. But yeah, it's been very nice lately. Moving on to the next topic, emotions. So I think emotions are pretty cool. And if you're feeling an emotion, no matter if it's a good emotion or a bad emotion, I think it's any emotion at all, any emotion you feel, you are privileged to feel. Okay? I mean, if you feel bad in a relationship, if you feel upset because your parent dies, if you feel, hurt, just think of where you are in life. If your parents die, I've been thinking about that a little bit. My parents aren't dying, but when that happens, I'm privileged. I'm privileged to have parents. Although they, obviously no parent is the greatest, but still, we're in a spot where we take so much for granted, and these feelings, it's good to feel, it's human to feel these feelings. But we are so privileged to have this. If you feel heartbreak, you have felt love, that's amazing. It's an amazing thing. It doesn't happen for a lot of people nowadays, and it's something special. Even if it doesn't work out, hey, you go on, you move on. Of course you don't have to move on immediately, but still, you have something that is priceless, and that is feelings. It's your emotions. You have the ability to feel so many great things, and you have the ability to feel so many things that will hurt you. But at the same time, you got to take the good with the bad. If you feel happy, you feel sadness. If you feel confidence, you feel fear. Everything. It's yin and yang. It's all yin and yang. But yeah, we're all privileged to get to feel what we feel. Even if you feel alone, just think of the situation you're in. You're surrounded by people. There's tons of people around you, and everybody has felt the same thing. At some point in their life, everybody has felt the same thing. Everybody has felt alone. Everybody has felt happy. Everybody has felt depressed. Everybody has felt, excited. It's human to feel. But yeah, so I think it's pretty cool how we're built. And I was just thinking, earlier during my biology class, we were talking about like mutualism and stuff like that. And I thought that it was pretty cool because we had an example, and it was sea life, right? There's places that practically all sea creatures go. Like big creatures will go there to basically get like a not like a bath, but like a cleaning from smaller animals. And I just thought that was it's amazing how everything works off of each other. Everything works off of another thing, right? It's like the watering hole from the Lion King. There's tons of different animals, predators and prey, and they all go to the same place. That's pretty sick. And I think that's just a point to how well God made everything. It's so sick to be in the spot where we are, and it's the same for people. People help other people. It's a predator prey thing. But at the end of the day, we're all human. Everybody can have a connection with each other because of the fact that we are human, right? Poor, rich, happy, sad. Those are the only two I can think of. Insane, perfectly sane. Everybody has emotions. Everybody has feelings. Everybody has something that they can look back to. It's human. But yeah, so I want to talk about God a little bit. It's been very, very interesting the past couple weeks. It's been very fun. I've been learning, deepening my connection with God. It's been very, very, very cool. I got my own Bible. Was gifted to me by a couple buddies, Drew and Garrett. I think they said they were going to have it for me. Garrett was the one who gave it to me, so I don't know if it was specifically Garrett or Drew, but thank both of y'all. Very cool. But yeah, so I'm thankful for where I am in life, you know. I used to feel, back in middle school, back in high school, there were points in my life where I felt like I was alone and nobody would understand me. But I gradually, over time, opened myself up to, you know, going out, talking to people. I used to never talk to people, but I would go out, I would make friends, I would do this, I would do that, and gradually over time I realized I'm not alone, you know. Everybody thinks that the thoughts that they have are theirs and theirs alone, but there is always a deeper connection, right? First off, I want to say, if you feel like you are being judged by everyone, if you feel that you are alone, you don't have any friends, I'm going to start off by saying God is the only person whose opinion matters, okay? He is the only one who can judge you, so don't really worry about anything else. But at the same time, you got to overcome that, right? I had to overcome it. I had to overcome that fear because I realized I needed change. Ooh, we're back on change. But yeah, if you want something, go for it. You need that drive. You need that motivation. You got to take the first step. And that's with anything. I had to take the first step when it came to choosing, hey, I need something different in my life. I need God, right? I took the first step, and he took the wheel after that. But yeah, and it can be tons of other things. I used to be very lustful. I was a very lustful person. And in some instances I still can be, but it's something that ever since I've became more religious, I don't need it in my life. I don't. It's just not something I need. I mean, even just, I don't know, like, it's something that I, for the longest time, thought, oh my gosh, if I don't get this, if I don't get that, if I don't do this, you know, I'm gonna go crazy, I'm gonna snap. I mean, not actually though, but I was like, gosh, I really have this urge. I just got the urge to do it, man. And it was when I realized, like, it was whenever I first kind of came to peace, and when I first gave myself to God, that I realized, hey, I don't need this at all. Like, it was instant. It was an instant that happened, which was pretty sick. You know, it was pretty cool. And I felt much better now because, like, before, I felt like I had this hole in my soul. Like, there was just a missing piece. And I feel that's not an issue anymore. Like, the only thing I worry about now is just keeping up with schoolwork, and, you know, that's fine. That's easy. It's doable. But yeah, you know, just kind of do your thing. Feel yourself. You gotta know yourself. You gotta know what you want. And that doesn't mean, oh, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? No. Think of the type of person you want to be. Even if it feels like, hey, I'd be putting on an act if I do this. Do it. because eventually it becomes real. I mean, I went to four different high schools, and each time, like literally each time, I reinvented myself. I thought, who do I want to be? The first time I switched to a different high school, I was like, okay, I want to be more extroverted. I want to be able to talk to people more, because I was so filled with regret for some things that I had done that I didn't want to do anything, in fear of, oh, they're going to know me for this, or oh, they're going to know me for that. Just don't think like that, because it really, it puts you down. It lowers your confidence when you do that. You can change. Even if you stay at the same place, you can change. I mean, and think about that. When you change, what do you think people are going to be like? Oh, I knew this guy. He was weird. He was kind of special. He was like, I don't know, just kind of like a weird dude. But now he's being so much more active. He's going out. He's talking to people. He's making friends. He's got a good life going on. Oh, I don't like him. Nobody's gonna say that. You gotta take that thought out of the back of your mind, rip it out and throw it away. That's all I could say. I mean, believe me, I used to think like that. I did. And it took change. But it doesn't always have to take physical change. Sometimes it's just you need mental change. But yeah, if you want to do something, do it. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. Just do it. But yeah, it's a beautiful world we live in. All you gotta do is just go for it. Do what you want to do, right? Don't be scared, because everybody's scared. Everybody's scared to do what, people. You think people who go jump out of planes, you think they're not scared? You think there's not doubt in their mind? Hey, what if my parachute doesn't work? They do it regardless, because sometimes you got to take risks. But I mean, really no but with that. It's just, don't count yourself out before you even start the race. Yeah. Message of the day would be, love God. If you are struggling with anything, figure out who you want to be. Do you want to be the type of person who struggles? No. So, take steps towards it. I found God. That could be the solution. If you feel like there's a hole, in your soul, it might be that's missing. All right, guys. I will talk to y'all at some point. Hope y'all have a great day. See ya.